Our first speaker is Rob Rogers.
Evening, everybody.
Good evening, Mr. Rogers.
I am actually not here to raise any issues tonight. And to the newly elected board members, we'll see you later on in the month, so buckle up. Now, I'm here to thank a couple of career educators for their commitment to kids and to wish them well in the next chapter of their journey. It's not the time to talk about mask or CRT or any of the other manufactured issues of the day, and I'm not even going to talk about dark money, even though I'd really like to. It's a time to celebrate and say thank you. There'll be some tonight that may ignore like these milestones, and that's disappointing but typical. Our society has somehow become so self-centered that it's impossible for some to recognize what they've had and what its stark contrast that we're about to experience. I've mentioned that I'm relatively new to the district, so I hope I can be forgiven somewhat for not being completely familiar with Mr. Lundberg's accomplishments. During my searches outside of the expected D20 board, school board news, I kept finding references to genetic engineering. Come to find out, Mr. Lundberg was one of the first, maybe the first, to introduce a high school level genetic engineering course while he was teaching at Air Academy way back in 1995. Evidently, I'm not the only one who was impressed because he was recognized during the Oscars of Education and was presented with a Milken Educator Award. And Ms. Reynolds, is there a part of local education that you haven't touched? Teacher, principal, deputy superintendent, professor, and a board member over 40-year career as an educator. Some might characterize you as an overachiever. I think those are all just indications of your complete dedication to kids and to the society that is the customer of the public education system. So thank you both for your service over the years. The practical education experience that you brought to the table, your patience, and the tone you've set as leaders for the district will be sincerely missed, maybe even more than we realize at the moment. I wish you well in your future endeavors, and hopefully they don't involve getting yelled at by parents twice a month. Brian Coram still continues to inspire me to revisit my love of comic books, so I'll leave you with a quote from one of the X-Men, Jean Grey. We come into this world alone, and we leave the same way. The way we spend in between time spent alive, sharing, learning together is all that makes life worth mowing. So thank you both very much.
Thank you, Mr. Rogers.